From Love Field Airport in Dallas, Texas, this is Runway DFW in color.
Good evening from Dallas, Texas, around the world. Thank you, Warren. You are here with us for another edition of Runway DFW. Now, what's that noise? That could be, that's our microphone rattling around. Listen, we've got a little bit crippled today. Not me personally, but our broadcast. We're coming to you from Dallas Love Field. Now, I had hoped to be in a different location that is one floor underneath here. We're on the roof of one of the parking garages here at Love Field. My hope was that we could be on the lower level to be protected from rain, which we've had a very few sprinkles around us, and we may be in for more. We're just kind of in the middle of some cloudy weather. I was burdened with a lot of work today at my regular job. I didn't get here until 30 minutes ago, so we've only got two cameras, this one and this one, to work with. And I'd hoped to set up a third one, which would give us a view of the arrival gates over here at Love Field, but couldn't get that done. So we're just operating with two cameras. We'll do the best we can. We may have to close down in a hurry to deal with rainfall, so please bear with us. Let's say hello to everyone. Anna the dispatcher is here with us, one of our mods. Hello, Anna. Thank you. Josh Aldrich is here as well. All you need is love. Yes, indeed. We've got a good view of the Dallas skyline, as you can see. That may be the highlight of the show because I don't know. I'm not sure how much we're going to get as far as action goes from this location. Well, we're overlooking the west side of the airport, which is good, but we have limited visibility. Well, we have no visibility on the east side from this location. So let us proceed. We've got flight 1482. I'm going to be doing a little bit more panning and zooming, or panning, than we usually do. This is flight 1482, a MAX 8, going to Washington National Reagan Airport. Here on Runway DFW, our first departure of the evening. Well, we're in a good location for the west side arrivals and departures, though they rotate pretty much right in front of us going out. And we'll see them coming in over the downtown landscape. And you'll see me doing a lot of this, kind of going back and forth and punching one camera to the other. We're getting a couple of sprinkles here at Dallas Love Field. Nothing too terrible. I would like to welcome Rainier Aviation as a Quadjet member of Runway DFW. Thank you, Rainier Aviation. That's mighty nice of you. I appreciate that. Joining our other Quadjet members, our highest level of membership. Thank you. Salt Lake City flights, welcome back to Dallas Love Field. You're watching continuous live DFW plane spotting. Well, again, I don't know how continuous it's going to be tonight because we have this kind of rain breathing down our backs here. But we'll hang in there as long as we can. Our next arrival is gonna be, where is it? There's an Ameriflight Saab 340B going right over us, headed from Arlington, Texas to Niagara Falls. I've never seen a plane going to Niagara Falls. It's flying right over us now, but because of the ceiling, we shan't be able to see it. We will be able to bring you Southwest Flight 2168 from Salt Lake City, a MAX 8. And we should be seeing it entering our view shortly. Sean Bramlett taking a look at the radar, saying should be fine. This rain line is more in Fort Worth, but moving your way around 1 hour away. Well, as I said, when I spent the last 2 hours at a Starbucks about 5 minutes away doing my other job, and when I came out, I saw that my car was covered with sprinkles, and it is still currently, but not enough to interrupt our operations at the moment. So there's Anna. She is at work now, but we'll be finished with that soon. So here comes our first arrival of the evening, Flight 2168 from Salt Lake. Very glad you could spend a part of your evening with us. So we're at Love Field tonight. Primarily, our initial reason for coming here was because of North Flow. North Flow at night at DFW Airport, not that great for our purposes because of where Founders Plaza is located. And I thought, well, a bonus is that we'll have cover from the rain because we can park on the lower level of the parking garage. But I got here and the lower level of the parking garage was blocked off. It was blocked off. The sign said they were doing power washing. I didn't see anybody doing power washing, but I didn't want to. And there was a way to drive through the stop sign they put up, but I figured it would be best not to do that. So here we are. Seth Rubalcalba says, hey, Mr. Walton, are there any times of the year that seem to bring in more news or traffic to your news website? I wouldn't say. I mean, usually around the holiday times, there aren't as many scheduled events happening, so it's kind of slow. Plus, a lot of the staff has vacation time, so I would say around the holiday season is when it gets to be a little bit slow around the newsroom. The doctor says you get some good reverser noise right there. Well, we've got oh, the other thing we do not have is ATC because A, I didn't have time to set it up, and B, it would be one more thing to get rained on should we get inundated, and one more thing to put away. So I elected not to have ATC tonight. So it's going to sound a little quietish tonight. Can Jonas, how much does it cost? Or does it cost anything to park in the garage? Oh, yes, it does. I vaguely remember toll booths last time I was there. Well, toll booths are a thing of the past at almost everywhere in North Texas. Have a gate here where you can pay if you've got cash, I guess. But my car, most cars in North Texas have what they call a toll tag. I know it's called different things in different areas, but it's this sticker that's on your windshield which lets the authorities know where you are and where you're going and where you've been, and it links to your account and it'll take money out when you pay. So I think typically we pay between $15 and $20 for an evening here at Founders Plaza, not Founders Plaza, at Love Field. I don't know what a full day of parking would be. I think they charge you more for parking in the covered area than on the roof, if that makes sense. Got some rainbow action going on the Bank of America tower there. And the aeroplane, which is getting ready to take off, is Southwest Flight 2805 to Birmingham, Alabama. It is a 737-700. On runway DFW, 7:44 is the local time. I'm amazed we got on the air pretty close to our regular or our scheduled time tonight. Our setup is pretty pared down. So yeah, we're restricted to west side action here tonight. My camera monitor screen is a little bit dappled in wetness. Let me get a rag out of my car trunk here. I've got rain coverings here. I'm hoping not to have to use them. But I've got a whole box full of rags to keep things wiped off. We have a new subscriber, and unfortunately I couldn't see your name, new subscriber, but thank you for your subscription to Runway DFW. Looks like we've got flight 4034 from Los Angeles, a 737-700, Southwest Airlines on the way. So instead of seeing me, I am hoping that as well. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. So here comes the flight from LAX. It's been in the air for 2 hours and 26 minutes. Anybody out there flown Southwest since the airline switched over to assigned seating last month? I saw them promoting it pretty heavily on the Super Bowl. Missing a private jet taking off there. I think, as I mentioned before, I haven't been on Southwest Airlines since the days of the plastic boarding card, so It's been quite some time for me. It's been our observation that these 737-700s generally stop a little more quickly than their Dash 800 and Max 8 brethren. Here you see in the background one of the Southwest hangars here on the west side. This is the home of Southwest Airlines, of course. Panhandle Flyways saying hello. Good to see you. Thank you. Anthony Guinan with a $5 super chat for the parking fund. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. We are dropping frames, I see. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, we are. You know what? I may have to bump down our frame rate from 60 frames to 30 frames. That might help. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pause the stream, perform a switch, and then we'll come back on. So you may have to refresh your browser after about 30 seconds. It shouldn't take much longer than that. I apologize for the disruption, but I'm kind of playing it by ear as far as how much internet we're getting from this location. It's a different location than we usually use. So please stand by. We'll be right back with you on Runway DFW. Can you hear us? We are back now with Runway DFW after a short pause to switch our stream over to a different frame rate. So I hope that this will work. If not, we'll try something else. We'll go to 720. But that should give us a little more headroom here as far as our internet connection. So appreciate your patience as we continue to watch the planes here at Dallas Love Field. You're looking at a 737-700, which is going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is Southwest Flight 1559. Tulsa, not a very distant location. I'd say about 45 minutes or so in the air. Paul Zaroba. There is no rotating beacon on top of the control tower. There is a rotating beacon on top of another, I think it's an older control tower, or it may be I'm not sure, it may be the ground control tower. We can look at that presently. Let's get this plane all taken off into the sky. Flight to Tulsa. Right behind it is a Flight 4170 Southwest to Las Vegas, a Max 8. And we've got Southwest 246 from Denver, a MAX 8, is on short final. So we'll see if this plane gets the okay to take off. There in the background, there in the center of your shot, is the Dallas Reunion Tower, a landmark here in the district. Thank you, Dale Helton, for being a Twinjet member for 33 months and counting. Thank you, Dale. One of our original Runway DFW members. He's been supporting this channel for a long time. If we do get free of rain, I may try to pop on our ATC. Let's see how it goes. Here is 757 Chip. Hello, Chip. Saying hello. I think they're going to let this plane land before these two planes take off. This one again, flight 246 from Denver, a MAX 8. And once again, the reason we're not at DFW Airport tonight is for two reasons. One, the threat of rain, and two, the reverse flow operations, which are better for us here at Love Field. So here is the beacon that somebody was asking about, right over there. Looks like a control tower. I think it may have been at one time. I've never seen it look occupied. So it's probably the original or an older control tower, and maybe available as a backup. The other control tower, we'll take a look at that presently. Right now we've got some planes to look at. Insofar as takeoffs are concerned. This is the flight to Tulsa. And so right behind that, I think we've got flight to Las Vegas. A MAX 8. So now as for the actual control tower, we can bring you a gander at that. And there are the folks directing the planes coming and going. I see in the chat room now another one of our mods, Luke the Random Spotter. Hello there, Luke. Logan Cowart saying, yo, Walt, saw Delta 717 flying over downtown Dallas, headed to Love Field today when I was leaving the office. That's always a fun thing to see. Not frequently seen here in these parts. And Alex, we get 0 Qantas planes here at Dallas Love Field. I'd imagine it'd have to be some kind of a weird emergency for Qantas to land here. But yeah, we're at Dallas Love Field. And it is just about the top of the hour. So I'll remind you that we're coming to you as Runway DFW After Dark tonight from Dallas Love Field. Happy to have you with us. I don't know how long we'll be here. If it starts pouring rain, we may be packing things up real quick. We can see a couple of Southwest tails over at the terminal. We just don't have a good, from this location, we don't have a good look at any of the terminal gates, regrettably. Mr. Kader, I've not really kept up too much with that as we welcome Bradley Scarpa. Did I read that right? As a new subscriber. Thank you, Bradley. But yeah, we do hear about it. And, you know, engines, the engines have to work. This is flight 1315. It's going to San Diego, California, 737-800. I really want to get the ATC going. I should chance it. There's a dark train. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to zero in on the downtown for just a second or two. Well, it'll be probably about a minute, a couple minutes maybe. I'm going to try to get our ATC going. What do you say? So I'm going to get a battery for it. Fortunately, the car is right over here. It's just right over here. I just gotta make sure I don't trip over any cords. That noise is me rearranging the contents of my trunk. Radio, antenna, audio cable, power cable. How are we doing? Bear with me. The antenna plugged in. cord all unfurled. Now I gotta get this dialed into Love Field. Now plug the necessary cable into our power supply, or into our audio mixer. Okay, you can hear it there. It's not plugged in directly yet.
Southwest 2295, visual 319. Southwest 2295, left out runway 31 right.
By Jove, I think we've got it. There's a flight to San Diego, flight 1315.
Southwest 611, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, caution, wait turbulence. 31 left, clear for takeoff, 516 Southwest 1315, contact 1 by departure connect.
So we're looking at runway 31 left, and there's another plane poised for takeoff. This is Quest Diagnostics. It's a Pilatus PC-12/45. It's on its way to Corpus Christi, Texas.
Southwest 3283, runway 31 right, line of void, traffic 6 mile final, 737.
31 right, line of void, Southwest 3283.
Now the tower here, unlike DFW, controls both sides of the airport. So you'll hear planes being called out for 31 right, which we do not see from our vantage point. We can, from our vantage point, take a look at the baggage claim area, at least through the windows here at Love Field. Doesn't look like there's a lot of action going on at that particular carousel. Hello, Luke. Always good to see you.
3283.
Did I see you got some upcoming travels?
31 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3283.
Southwest 2295, traffic road 737, runway
I can't, unfortunately, Luke, I can't remember where you're going, but feel free to let our viewers know. Luke is in addition to being one of our mods, he also has his own channel, The Random Spotter, so be sure to make sure you're plugged into that for everything he's got coming up. As we look into Business Jet Services hangar, and we say be sure to check out The Random Spotter along with Reverse Ops, part of the Codeshare crew, which we established last September.
Contact Lone Star departure.
Have a departure, have a great night, Southwest 3283.
BNE Spotter, good early afternoon from Brisbane. Happy Wednesday to you there in Brisbane. Check out the Reunion Tower while we're waiting for planes. That's it there with the ball on top of it.
Southwest 4932, runway 31 right, line up for weight, traffic crossing downfield.
It's not doing anything right now, is it?
Southwest 4932.
It usually is being animated. Here for a moment, says. Glad to see you. Checking in with the analysis that Spirit is just about done, I'd say. Only hope is the potential merger with Frontier.
Mission 604 left out, runway 0 right, continue traffic, right to your arrival.
Well, that's up for debate, I guess. We were at DFW Airport on Saturday, and for about 6 hours, and saw several Spirit planes. Not as many as we used to see. That's for sure, but I was going to say we're having
4932. Traffic is 6 miles. RNAV Berry, runway 31 right, quick takeoff. Quick takeoff, 31 right, stop us, 4932.
Go to Bombardier Challenger 604 coming in from Las Vegas.
1013, runway 31 right.
Can't tell, it may be maybe on its way to the east side where we can't see it. Okay, here's some info from Luke. So 19th to 24th of February be in the Seattle BFI PAE area. Might even get up to Vancouver, maybe. That sounds very exciting. That sounds like a nice trip. I hope you get good weather, and look forward to your streams on the Random Spotter channel. Maybe we should start a network.
Southwest 4932, contact one side departure. You got it, departure South 4932.
The Codeshare Crew Broadcasting Network. Uh-oh, Sean Bremla says steady rain has started at DFW, which is about 10 miles, 12 miles to the west of here. Let me look at my radar here. Oh yeah, it's not looking good. You know what I want to do before we get too far, because we may not get very much farther, is to say thank you to our channel members, because I don't want that, if we have to go off the air early, I want to make sure we get this in. So we get this in. So I'm going to take this out. That's okay. And let us play some music. So before we salute our members, I just want to make sure that our members are aware that you can now access the music of DFW Disco Edition. It's a members-only offering here on YouTube, where you can listen to clean versions of the music we're playing right now. So I don't know how many of you want to hear that, but if you do, it's there. So now let's thank our members. This list was prepared at 6 p.m. today. I kind of snuck it in while I was working. But it gives us an opportunity to say thank you to our channel members. List starts with our sponsor, James Webb. Thank you, James Webb, for everything you do for Runway DFW.
Correction, Terminal 1.
And integral part of Runway DFW. Now, thanks to our Quadjet members, a list once again prepared at 6 p.m., just 2 hours and 12 minutes ago. So if you're a new member since then, watch for your name on an upcoming stream. So let's thank 757 Chip, Airplanes FRA, Alan J, Alan Silva, Alaska Plane Spotter, Alice Mabel, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, Beaker and Honeydew, Burks, Beve, Brian D, Charlie Bowles, CPB 99, Christian Anderson, Chuck TXK, Cloudy Sayers, Cubs win, Darren Sorello, David Rutherford, Deeg, Doug Jackson,
that was for the Rambo 6 departure, right?
Drone Oki, Dwayne C, Eric Coupe, Hegler 17, James Webb, John Lipman, Josh Aldrich, Judd Goldberg, Ken Schmidt, Kevin Kelly, Senior, KS Abgeek, Lello, M, M1ZZKT, Michael Flannery, Michelle RS, Mike G, Once Upon a Time, Only Planes Network, Paul S 1188, Pete Nordine, Payathon, Planes Everywhere, Raina Taylor, Richard Hamby, Rich F, Rick Hoyler, Robert Brune, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah Deal, Sean Bramlett, Skittles, Steve Lundeby, Texas Girl, The Grinch, Tim Swearingen, TNT Oh My, Tyson Price, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quadjet channel members. And we'd also like to add to that list Rainier Aviation, a new member of the Quadjet family. Thank you to you. And I think I didn't see this super chat come in from Mark G, 454 channel member, a $10 super chat to help us with the parking. Thank you so much to Mark. We also have an anniversary salute to RJ Luke, Trijet member for 5 months. Good evening, Walt Mods and all. 5 months and many more to come. Thanks, Walt, for the great content. Well, speaking of great content, I don't think we've had much tonight because, well, A, because of where we are, B, because we don't have as many cameras as we usually have. So we're kind of making it up as we go along here. Let's take a loving look down Herb Kelleher Way. That's the road that leads into Love Field with a Chick-fil-A at the end of it. Now, this is interesting. Sean Brownlett says Spirit Airlines sold all their gates at Chicago today. Going to start using common use gates.
Southwest 18 on Barry, runway 31 right to take off.
Beto Facilio, hello from Little Rock, Arkansas. Greetings to you. Sif or Ski the Key. Love to see you back at Love Field. Well, all the action right now seems to be happening over on the east side. If we tilt up a little bit here. I think think that plane's coming in. Yeah, that plane's coming in on the east side. It should be flight 380, Southwest Airlines MAX 8 coming in from San Antonio, Texas. Our view of it is going to be very limited. We can get a little closer and a little more in focus here.
Southwest 1218, contact 1 without departure. Southwest 4673, traffic 3 mile final on your ass, meters, runway 31 right, cliff 6.
Do you like this music and you're a channel member,
Southwest 381 310.
you can now listen to about 7 by me yakking. Get interrupted here. It's a little more than I thought we would be able to see. But that's about it, I think.
Southwest 4673, contact 1 without departure. Good night. Good night.
Well, there's the downtown district again. See if anything's happening. And no planes looking like they're getting ready to take off or land here on the west side of the airfield. And there is this looming storm on the radar.
We're reflection 564 on the visual runway 31 right. Reflection 564 left, tower wind 31010, runway 31 right, clear to land. 31 right, clear land, reflection 564.
Chip says, I see the mayonnaise jar under Funkin' Wagnall's porch finally thawed out so you could update the list.
Ground point 75, Southwest 380.
Yes, and you see the list sprawling out at the bottom of your screen. So we've seen now the tri-jet and quad-jet members. Now the twin-jet members of Runway DFW are being saluted. Thanks to all of you. Just Plains Crazy? I think she was enjoying the music. Losing a few frames here again. Oh, we are indeed. Well, good we don't have much action going on, but yeah, I think we're probably I don't know, it's hard to say how much longer we can hang out here with you. Our equipment's not waterproof, so Megan Dressler says, I don't have closed captions right now, and I'm panicking without the closed captions. You know, it seems like sometimes, well, let me see if they're available on my screen here. The closed captions on YouTube are generated by YouTube. And I've turned them on my monitor here, and I don't see them I don't see them being functional. So I apologize for that. Chip's got to go. Got to provide some assistance. Thank you for hanging out with us, Chip, one of our Quad Jet channel members. There is a note to Megan. And it looks like we've got another plane coming in on the east side. Flex Jet Bombardier Challenger 350, which, I wish we had something a little bigger to show you. Let's see what we can dial in over there. This took off from Houston Hobby Airport 38 minutes ago. Through there. May catch a glimpse of it over here. That's going to be it as far as that flex jet goes. I'm hearing an airplane. I'm not seeing an airplane.
Flex jet 564, right turn, Alpha 4, Alpha monitor ground.
Right turn, Alpha 4, Alpha, and monitor ground, over Flex jet 564.
Well, here's some people coming and going, so we can't show you airplanes right now. There's some folks looking for rides after arriving. Wood Doctor, any news on the observation plaza? I'm assuming he means on the Love Field observation plaza, which we can't show you from our location. We've been able to look towards it when we're at a more central location, but no, I have had no news. I don't know if I'll have an opportunity to drive by it on the way out tonight. KMTX wants to know if I'm going to be here on Thursday night as well. Well, that was the initial forecast that I saw. Then I saw another forecast which looked like, well, it's going to be okay at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. So let's see. Our forecast right now says we're expecting to get moderate rain starting about 9 o'clock, which is about a half hour from now. But as far as Thursday goes, currently it's looking good for a return visit to Dallas Fort Worth Airport at Founders Plaza, with winds out of the south and temperatures starting at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, so tentatively we'll be back at Dallas Fort Worth Airport on Thursday night of this week. We'll take a day off tomorrow. And I wish we had more to show you right now, but as I said, the action seems to be reserved for the east side right now. I don't see... Oh, here comes a plane. Alrighty then. Flight 900 to Amarillo, 737-700 is taxiing here on the west side. So I think, because I want to be prudent, I may start packing up in about 10 minutes. So yes, this will be a very short edition of Runway DFW After Dark, unfortunately. And it's all down to the weather. And I thought we could skirt that tonight by being at a lower level of the parking garage, but and really only the next level down from us is suitable for our purposes, because I checked, and that one is not available to park in because they're doing some power washing. So this may be one of our final active aircraft tonight. You can see the Reunion Tower now is all aglow with different colors. They're at the top of your screen.
930.
And we have completed our list of members. Thank you again to all who are Runway DFW channel members. Appreciate
left tower.
Your
on Ave, Nolan, runway 31 left. Clip takeoff.
support of the channel.
Take up on F Nolan, Southwest 900.
So Southwest Flight 900 is 737-700. Getting ready to take off. I feel especially harried today because a trip down from home to the Love Field area, which normally takes about an hour, took an hour and a half today because of an accident on Interstate 35. So I was traveling at the speed of about 2 miles an hour there for a while. Down the freeway.
Southwest 900, contact north side departure, good flight.
Thanks, have a good day, Southwest 900.
Ooh, still got some sealing left, I see. KMTX78 with a $2 super chat. Thank you to you. I appreciate that. KMTX, so pretty. I was actually born at that Dallas Methodist Hospital. Sometimes you can see it, other days you can't. Well, thank you for that. Looks like we've got 2 more planes to go. The wind is kind of picking up velocity here. So we have 2. I'm going to say these are going to be our last planes of the night as far as outgoing goes. Flight 4434 to Lubbock, 737-700. And then right behind it, Flight 5757, 737-800 going to Houston Hobby. On what's going to be a truncated edition of Runway DFW on a Tuesday night. And I'm going to alert the affiliates now that there will not be a chat extravaganza tonight because I'm going to try to put things away in a real hurry. Won't be much fun to watch. Now, maybe it would be fun to watch, but I'm going to be tearing out cables and throwing stuff in the car, so we will forego our traditional chat extravaganza on this Tuesday evening. You know, I meant to mention it. There is an Allegiant. Was it a 7? I couldn't tell what it was.
434 left tie. You ready to go? Did you need a minute when you get there?
I think Allegiant flies 737s. It looked like a 737 as I passed it.
Roger.
It's
4481 left tie. You ready to go? Do you need a minute?
Down here somewhere.
Roger. Let me know when y'all ready.
Jet Aviation. I don't know if we can even see the tail there. Not there. I think it would be around there.
Southwest 57. I didn't ask you because you're behind company.
But I don't think we'll see Allegiant tonight.
Southwest 4434, we're ready.
Southwest 4434 left tower, Arnab Nolan, runway 31 left. Clear for takeoff.
Arnab Nolan, clear for takeoff.
G. Messi, channel member. My last plane ride was on a Southwest 737-800 from Nashville to Detroit this past December. No complaints with Southwest.
Southwest 57 left tower, runway 31 left, line up away.
And I know that a lot of Southwest veterans are not happy with the change to assigned seating. But what are you going to do? All right, so our last 2 contestants tonight on what I'm going to say is not our most scintillating broadcast ever. I got to be honest. But I'm glad you stopped by. And we will be back Thursday, and we should have better weather, and we should be at DFW Airport. On its way to Lubbock in West Texas.
Southwest 4434, contact Lone Star departure.
Lone Star, Southwest 4434. Have a good night.
And now it's time for flight 57. Which for some reason makes me think of catch-up. I guess that's because of Heinz 57. I guess.
Southwest 57, RNAV Nolan, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, RNAV Nolan, Southwest 57.
Southwest 4041 left side, runway 31 right, line of away, traffic departure fair left.
31 right, line of away, Southwest 4041. Left tower, Southwest 2204, about 2 miles from Jacobs for the visual 31.
Southwest 2204 left side, wind 310 at 11, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 31 left, Southwest 2204.
Now it looks like we have one more landing.
Southwest 57, contact long side approach. Southwest 57, contact long side departure.
Say it again.
Southwest 57, contact long star departure.
See ya.
All right, our final
Challenger 480, Charlie Bravo, visual 31 right.
contestant is going to be
Southwest 4481, RNAV Mears, runway 31 right, clear takeoff, traffic 7 mile final.
Southwest 2204. This will be a MAX 8 coming in from Kansas City.
Continuing 480, Charlie Bravo.
Citation 3 Alpha Charlie left side, runway 31 right, line of away, traffic 6 mile final, Challenger.
31 right, line of way, 3 Alpha Charlie.
Southwest 4041, contact long side departure, chase left.
Have a good night, Southwest 4041.
Canadian Tower, Southwest 1253, visual to 31 left.
Southwest 3 Alpha Charlie, traffic 3 mile final, RNAV Mears, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Bears 31 right, clear takeoff. Straight.
Challenger 00 Charlie Bravo, wind 31012, runway 31 right, clear to land, traffic roll and citation.
Clear to land 31 right, 480, Charlie Bravo.
Southwest 1263, wind 31012, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land, Southwest 1253.
Well, it looks like it's about to get busy here on the west side, but again, I have no shield from the rain.
Contact long side departure tonight.
Departure 3 Alpha Charlie.
Southwest 2204, right turn, Charlie 6, ground point 75.
Right turn, Charlie 6, switch to ground, Southwest 2204.
All right, we'll go for one more arrival. Am I pushing it? I don't know. It's going to be, when we get to it,
Tower Vision Jet 25 into Juliet. 31 left.
Southwest 1253 from St. Louis, 737-800.
For runway 31 left.
Continue for 31 left. 25.
That's me swinging our camera around to the other way.
Southwest 4278, we're on the aisle, visual 31 right.
Southwest 4278 left, tower runway 31 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 31 right, Southwest 4278.
November 0 Charlie Bravo, unable to take parking.
Business Jet Center.
30 Charlie Bravo, you can keep it rolling down to Alpha 5, then Alpha 5 Alpha on the ground, 0.75.
Alpha 5 out to the barn, monitor 0.75. 30 Charlie Bravo.
Tower, helicopter 223 Alpha Echo, up with the office from Addison, squawking 4675, 1900 with the information. I'd like to come inbound for the Atlantic SBO.
Helicopter 223 Alpha Echo, love tower. And a radar contact just miles south of Addison at 1253, make the right at Charlie 6 in a ground point 75.
Right at Charlie 6, ground point 75, Southwest 1253.
Vision 5, Victor Juliet, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land. 25 Juliet.
And helicopter 3 Alpha, so you can continue
Student
inbound for
Dr. Jeff, a
remaining east of
twin
runway
jet
31
member
right
for 6
for
months.
now.
Happy to be here. Thanks for all you do, Walt. Thank you, Student Dr. Jeff. And I apologize that we're going to have to call it quits a little early today because of the oncoming weather. Now, I don't know how bad it's going to be. I don't know exactly when it's going to get here, but I'd rather pack it all up before we run into any issues. So, thanks again to our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you again to our great team of moderators, who you will all be released early tonight. Hopefully that makes for an easier evening for you, but I do thank you so much for making our viewers feel welcome here at Runway DFW. Again, we'll be back with you on Thursday night. Our current prognostication is that that will be from Dallas, Fort Worth International Airport, Founders Plaza, South Flow, so it'll be good. At least that's what the forecast is at the moment. And again, I apologize for a brief encounter tonight. We usually like to go for at least 3 or 4 hours, right? But twasn't to be. So, with that, we'll play some music. No chat extravaganza, but we'll give you an opportunity to say hello or goodbye or whatever you want to do on the chat. We'll put it on the screen, and we'll see you soon from a soon-to-be wet Dallas Love Field on this Tuesday, February 10th. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon on Runway DFW.
This is Warren Barnett speaking for Runway DFW, a Runway DFW production, all rights reserved.